What's going on? I know it's been a hot minute since I've done any videos or really been on the internet a lot lately. I kind of wanted to just talk to you guys. I've been doing some Pokemon card vending recently. Michaela and I have done a couple of shows. We did a show last year. It ended up being incredibly fun. We, it was kind of one of those things where I was like, we did one, couldn't really find other ones, didn't really invest the time into it, kind of slipped away. But this year, we have picked up two more shows. We did a show here in Bozeman a couple, maybe 3 weeks ago now, and then not this weekend, but the weekend prior, we went to a show in Great Falls. It was like 3 hour drive both ways. That's fine, not bad. 6 hours for the day. But I kind of want to just talk about how I've been enjoying vending. We kind of showed up. Obviously, it's mostly personal collection stuff. I'm not like a big vendor or anything like that. I don't have crazy inventory. I have been collecting a lot, as you guys probably know. But yeah, I kind of just got to the point where my collection was outpacing what I was able to enjoy. So, like, I just had so many cards because I was spending a lot of expendable income on it. And I'm just like, man, I feel like I should give other people the opportunity to get these cards, and then it can help me focus on what I want to do with my collection, which I think it's given me a lot more focus on. And I also don't feel as attached to a lot of my personal collection cards as I did before, which makes me realize maybe some of those personal collection cards that I was in love with before aren't exactly cards that I really do want as much. But yeah, so I will at some point here pretty soon. We'll have vendor POVs recorded. Well, we recorded the vendor POVs, but we're gonna have the footage posted up to this YouTube channel. This is the YouTube channel I'm gonna use going forward. Yeah, this is kind of like where we're pushing this, but all Pokemon content will be here. Easy, cool. I do want to share with you guys, in the meantime, some pickups that I've gotten over the course of the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, with the vending shows. Obviously, I've got a lot of stuff. People have a lot of stuff they want to trade into us. I'm cool with that. I love trading. That's probably the best part outside of playing the game. Playing the game is pretty good. If you haven't tried it, you should. I'd highly recommend it. And if you're going to be in Milwaukee for the Milwaukee Regional at the start of May, I will be there. So if you see me, say hi. But anyway, I want to go over some pickups with you guys. Just some cards that either we picked these cards up at shows, or I purchased the cards, or I traded either local people here, some of my friends, or our local card store. They've got a pretty good selection. I go in there. I typically give them my harder to sell stuff for me because, for example, it's hard for me to sell 10 $5 cards or 20 $10 cards. Harder for me to churn through that stuff because there's desire for it, there's demand for it, but I don't have the eyes. And I'm only uploading on Instagram and Reddit once a week. Once a week for Reddit and then every day for Instagram, but harder to sell those smaller cards without as many eyes. So I trade to them. It's about the same percentage because we take trade in at 80%. I'm basically getting the exact same value that I've put into the cards back and shifting it into other things that are going to be easier for me to either trade or sell. So, without further ado, I'd like to show you guys some of the cool pickups that I got this week. And starting with, boom, look at this. Little Iono's Belly Bolt SIR. Super sick card. Really, really like this card. Wasn't in love with this card before. I thought it was a good card. It's my second favorite card in this set. I will say the Salamence is still my favorite card in this set. I love the Salamence. The Salamence is super sick. And that was a trade at the local card shop, as well as this beautiful Paldean Fates Charizard Shiny SIR. This one's actually already being traded to my buddy Aaron. I'm getting a Lugia V alt art, and we're putting other stuff in on that trade too, like 2 Legendary Warriors boxes. So that's cool. That guy's already spoken for. He's gone. If you hear Lily in the background, she's being very cute right now. Lily, do you want to say hello? Do you want to say hello? Come here. Nope. No hello. She just want to make some noise. Cool. So, third, speaking of Paldean Fates, probably my favorite set of Scarlet and Violet so far. These specialty sets, Crown Zenith was our favorite from Sword and Shield, but we've got a raw Bubble Mew, really cool card. I have to be honest with you, as much as I do like this card, I don't necessarily think that the $300 price tag on it feels like it makes a lot of sense, but that's the price. It is what it is. Then we're speaking of Sword and Shield. We're going with a card that I've actually never had before, and this is another thing about vending is being able to pick up cards like this. The Sleepy T-Tar, it's like just such a cool card that I've never owned before. You know what I mean? It's one of those cards where I was always like, "Oh, that's a cool card. I should probably pick it up. I should probably pick it up." And I just really never got the opportunity to trade for it, and so I just didn't really get one. But now I have one, and that's really cool. I really like that card. That's the first time I've ever seen that card in person, and I was like, well, I might as well. We're trading in a bunch of stuff. I might as well. Again, we've got this sealed Vango Pikachu. I actually traded my buddy Josh. Shoutouts to you, Josh. You're the man. You'll see him in the vendor POV footage. He was helping us run tables and all our booths for the card shows. Super helpful. Huge shout out to him. I mean, I cannot tell you how helpful Josh was during both of those shows. And he drove us to Great Falls. So shout outs to Josh. I really appreciate it. Vango Pikachu, still sealed. Super cool card. I had 4 of these, traded them away. Kind of regretted that because I was like, well, I'd like to have had one, but it is what it is. Then we're going into much more recent. We've got the Jolteon SIR from Prismatic. This one, again, trade with the card shop. I'm not going to complain about that. I would love to get this whole set. If you've got the Moonbreon or the Sunbreon, let me know. I would love to get this whole set. It's tough because this set is just so expensive right now. And for me, as much as I do love the cards, I have a hard time justifying even trading for them. It just, you know what I mean? I'm like, for me personally, if they were $100 to $200 a piece, I could stomach that. I'd be okay with that. But all of them being 300 plus, just not the best for me. I don't love it. But we did pick up another Vaporeon boy. This is the second Vaporeon I've owned. Love this card. Really, really enjoy this card. This was a partial trade, partial buy from my buddy Nathan, and I really appreciate that. So Nathan, shout out to you. And speaking of Nathan, I've actually picked up and sold the Sylveon special illustration rare. Picked this up from my buddy Jaden at Locals, and then he is going to be sold to Nathan. He's already paid for. Nathan will be getting that card tomorrow, which is super cool. I mean, beautiful card. Again, I would really love to keep it because I obviously want that card. But if I can sell that card, buy more cards, trade, it's just something I feel like is a better thing for me right now. And if that card comes back down, great. If it doesn't come back down, no harm, no foul, I'll get in the future. I'm hoping for a reprint of Prismatic, but you never really know. And then 2 more final pickups. These are amazing cards. I've owned one of these cards before, and the version I owned of this was damaged, and even damaged, I loved that card. I picked these up recently from an awesome dude on Reddit. Boom. The Team Aqua's Kyogre and the Team the Team Magma's Groudon. Tell me those cards don't just look outstanding, dude. They're like, I'll call them LP, but like, these are near, man. These are like awesome. They've got a little whitening on the back. Do you think I care about a little whitening on a personal collection card? No, not at all. These are cool as hell, dude. I really, really like these. I'll give them each their own spotlight. But these cards are absolutely amazing. They are beautiful cards. I had the Team Aqua's Kyogre before, but like I said, the one I had was pretty beat up. It was pretty damaged. I got it in a big trade I did a couple of years ago, but these guys are just beautiful. I absolutely love those cards. They're super sick. I am incredibly happy to have picked these up, and I will show you guys. You'll see in the vendor POV footage. I'm just working through it. A lot of footage. Want to try and get this edited, but I want to give you guys something like this so we can just talk. I can keep you updated. I want to make content, so here you go. What up? I do stream over on Twitch, but that's been, just taking a sideline because I'm really trying to focus in on this Pokemon stuff, and I really enjoy it. It's a good hobby. I guess that's probably it. I will show you one card. So I've been doing some sales of cards and trades of cards as well, and I did sell a dope card that I want to show you, and I actually have it right here. We got this boy, the black, or no, this is not black and white. This is X and Y, the Charizard promo from X and Y. Super cool card, PSA 9. Really cool card. I sold this to a guy on Reddit who I'd actually consider a pretty good friend. He tossed me an offer on this. I said, I'll think about it, and I got the opportunity to purchase some Grails. I picked up a Mega Primal Groudon PSA 9 from another buddy who is out in Chicago from a local card shop. Or card show, I believe he went to. I'm not sure on that. I think it was a card show. He went to a card show. I sold this card so I could pick up that card. Really happy about that. I love Charizard. You already know that. Charizard's the man. Look at that guy. He's the man. But good cause. He's going to a good home. I'm happy about that. Cannot complain. I think that's pretty much it for me today. If you guys want to see like kind of mail videos, or like I call them mail videos, but just stuff I'm getting, let me know. I would love to share more stuff like this. Like I said, the vendor POV stuff will be coming soon. It depends. I'm bad at editing. It's really tough, so I'm getting there. I'm working really hard. Please have mercy. But yeah, it's cool. I want to get back into this. I think the Pokemon community is incredibly welcoming. I've been a part of it for about 12 years. I collected when I was a kid, obviously, but I like playing the game, I like collecting it, I like sharing it with people. So I want to share it with you guys. If you guys are from the community on Twitch, appreciate you watching desperately. Thank you very much. And if you are not, if you're new, welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. Talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Laters.